Hey everybody, it's Joe Pro and welcome back to another video. Today I have something kind of cool for you all. If you've been around for a while, over 4 years ago before the channel went away, I did make some Paper Mario courses in Super Mario Maker and Super Mario Maker 2. So very excited to finally be able to show you all a course that I made I think about a year or so ago. If the indication on screen's anything to go by. So very excited to show this off. It is Paper Mario 64, Chapter 3 Remade. So very, very fun to make these Paper Mario remakes in the Super Mario Maker engine. So with this one, again, you can watch Chapter 1 and 2 and the prologue on the channel, but this one doesn't do all of Chapter 3. It actually starts as you're leaving Boo's Mansion and Forever Forest. So we're going to say bye to our friendly Boos on the left side, and then we have one final tree, and then we go through the gate that brings us into Gusty Gulch. At this... Oh, God. It's going to take some time to get used to this whole talking and playing video games thing again. But I'm back, so I guess I got to figure that out. Okay. This is something. This is going great. Okay. Anyways, talk and play, Joe Pro. I can do it. So there's some Paragoombas, of course, and there's the windmill, but we cannot get in because we're gonna need Yaki from Tubba's castle. So we'll go ahead and go through the next loading zone into the little town. So we have some friendly Boos that are hanging out, and then we move into the next loading zone. And Tubba Blubba is here attacking some of the Boos and eating them. So we're gonna have to get past him. Oh my god, this is absolutely obnoxious. So the wind is like a really cool thing, which gives it more of that Gusty Gulch vibe. But of course it does make it difficult to play the game, and I'm already pretty bad at that. So we can just go into this building, which will bypass Tubba as he's eating those Boos, and then we'll move on to the next screen. So in here we do have an item, just like in the game, and so that is something that you can acquire. And then there's some more enemies as you continue up the mountain towards the castle. So a few more enemies at this point, and then there's a HP block, and then we have a few more blocks, including a save block, and then we go to the checkpoint, and we are now at Tubba's castle. So I'm gonna head right on in to the big guy's joint, or whatever you want to call it, to his castle, you know? So this room's really cool. I forget what these guys are called, but I will post their name, and of course you can see on screen what they're being used as, but these bloopers are being used as those little things that will take you out of the castle. Now this door is locked, so we will need to go find the key for that, and so we're going to head on through. Now the ghost house design is really cool for Tubba's castle because it does have these clocks in here, just like the clocks in the original Paper Mario game. So we're going to avoid these clubbas and continue along. There's a star piece up here on this table. We'll take that. And then we'll head on in here where I get another health block as well as the key. And I'm continuing to play absolutely terribly. Now this room is a little bit shortened. Normally this would be in the basement. You'd get the treasure chest with the key, and then there's the friendly Boo that's hanging out down there and tells you some information. So that's why he is here. But in this case, I didn't have quite enough room to make that basement area, so we'll just grab the key, and then we'll move along back to the main area of the castle. All right, moving right along. We have the key now, moving over to the right area, and that way we can get up to the second floor. So I'm just gonna avoid these guys and head right on up the stairs to the second floor of Tubba's castle. Now we're up on the bridge and heading back over to the left. And the spoilers up above, you can just ignore that, but we will need to go into this room to get another key. Now in Paper Mario 64, this is represented by the spike room, but I did something a little bit differently here, and I put in these fire flame pillars instead. And then we can grab the key and then start heading back. All right, now that we have everything, we'll continue along past this other clock, and then we will use our key to get towards the third floor of the castle. Now, of course, on the third floor, you do run into Tubba Blubba, who is walking around, stomping his feet, going back and forth outside of his bedroom area. So in the game, Paper Mario 64, you do need to use Lady Bo to hide, and that way you can get past him, or of course you can just walk around him. And then what we're going to do is, avoiding his magic wand, we're going to come down here and use this Boo, which represents Lady Bo, to hide, and then that way he walks past us. Alright, now this room, of course, is where all the sleeping Clubbas are in Paper Mario, but in this instance, they all just kill each other, and this one maniac is the one that's left standing. So we're going to hit this switch, which is normally where the key is, but we're going to hit that switch instead of using the key, and then that allows us to cross over into the next area. So now we have a health block again, and a save block, and then we can cross over the bridge over into Tubba Blubba's bedroom. Now in this room, of course, you have his very comfy looking bed. He's not sleeping in it, sadly. You also have his dresser, and then you have Yaki, who is in that treasure chest. So the way that we get Yaki out is we're going to hit this block, which also causes Tubba to start chasing us. And then we grab the key, and Yaki screams for his master. So now we got to get out of the castle as quickly as we can, as Tubba is chasing us and has destroyed this part of the bridge, which means we have to fall down onto the second floor. And then Tubba Blubba continues along with his magic wand, its cannon, and he also continues to jump down and to chase us all the way out of his castle. But I'm going to speed things up a little bit and run up ahead of him, since I am fast as freak. Fast as freak, boy. Tubba cannot catch me. And I hurt myself again. Now, just like in the game, Paper Mario, the boos do show up and will hold the door for us. So they're there right now, holding on to that door so Tubba cannot chase us. And now we're going to go all the way back to the windmill. So I will catch you guys when I get there. Alrighty, I made it back almost to the windmill. If you played before, you know that you have to now fight Tubba's heart and get him to reunite with his body, which is his weakness. So we're going to go ahead and enter into the windmill, as long as I do not die, like an absolute idiot. Alright, so we have Yaki. We've entered the windmill. We get the cool little windmill interior, and then we go down the pipe down into the heart's lair. Alright, so we finally hit another checkpoint, which is good since I suck at this game. There's a few Goombas in the little hallway as you go down into the depths of the heart's lair. And then once you do hit the bottom of all of these hallways, you find the heart hanging out in its little crib. That's what I like to think of it. And so he's just chilling, you know, just vibing, enjoying life. And so we fight him, and then we chase him back up to Tubba's. And then we basically both go all the way back up and escape the windmill together. And by doing that, the heart will reunite with its body once we exit and emerge from the windmill. So, heart jumps back into Tubba's mouth, which was a really cool effect, and very happy with how that looks. And then at this point, we just gotta fight Tubba. Now, I'm really bad at this game, apparently, especially with the wind, so I'm just gonna kind of jump over, hit him one time, and then I'm gonna grab the Star Spirit and kill him that way, and kill his heart too, because why not? Screw you, heart. Now that we've done that, we have Scholar, one of my favorite Star Spirits, and we beat the chapter. So, that is pretty much it. Anyways, thanks for watching. Sorry, I am very bad at talking and playing and talking about this game. I did make this course about a year ago, a little over a year ago, so I did forget about a few things, and that's why I was having some difficulty with playing it as well. But really fond of it. I really like how the heart works into it and how it like jumps. It looks like it goes into Tubba's mouth. I wish that there was a way to have a Koopaling that looked like Tubba, but that wasn't shooting stuff out of its magic wand the entire time. That's a little bit frustrating, but overall, I think that it works out really, really well in the Super Mario World art style with having the Gusty Gulch, with the wind and everything. It does make it a little bit difficult sometimes, especially when you're talking and playing. But I think it's very satisfying to see the final results of Chapter 3. So yeah, very happy with it. If you want to see me make any more Super Mario Maker courses based on the chapters from Paper Mario, or even from any of the other Paper Mario games, just let me know. I'd love to do that. But other than that, I'll catch you guys later. Thanks so much for watching, and see you next time. Bye-bye.